Hello guys, well time again. Today will be the final review of the Softair m1a1 Thompson. I know this is a very late review that should have been up like, I don't know, 6 months ago, but that video got deleted and I haven't had the time to do the review of this Thompson. But, anyways, before we get to the review of the Airsoft Thompson, I'm going to go over the real still history of the real Thompson. So, the Thompson's creator name is John T. Thompson, and he started designing Thompson in 1917, got done in 1920, and he started selling them in 1921. It was standard issued to the United States military in 1928. Just saying that. Sorry, 1938, standard issued to the United States military. So, sorry, burped. So, just like, oh, sorry. I don't know why my brain's all over the place today. It does shoot a 45 ACP, which that means it does have quite a bit of recoil on the real one. And I know this because I've shot a 45 ACP 1911, and I tell you, those things do have a kick, but they are smooth. And those things are just like, they're really snappy, oh, it's bigger recoil. It's really big recoil. So, I can just imagine, because it's shooting a big old 45 ACP. And if you haven't seen a 45 ACP, luckily for you, I have some shell casings with me today, and I will show you. So, this big old thing right here, this is a 45 ACP, a big old slug. This is the bullet casing, not the real bullet. If you can see, most modern guns like the HK, MP5K, or the Uzi, shoots a 9mm right here. And you have like a little 22, which no military weapon shoots at. So you can see the difference between the 9mm and the 45. The 45 is way bigger than the 9mm, and it's a lot fatter. I mean, I'd be scared. I'd be scared to be hit with this because it'll knock you flat on your ass. Quite a kick to it, and you can already tell on a full automatic submachine gun like this, that's going to be a big recoil. That's why they had to aim it from the hip, because it's almost impossible to aim down the sights. You know, the real one. Just such a big recoil gun. I bet if I held it like this, it just go up after like 6 shots. Be like really big recoil in this gun. Oh yeah, the gun was made famous during the 1930s war on crime. Like, you know, mobsters like Al Capone, Babyface Nelson, John Dillinger. You know, they use this. See, it's coming out of mafia, you know, the old 1930s, 40s, sometimes even 50s mafia movies. They're really cool guns. Now, first, now we're going to get to the airsoft version. Okay, now, first, you can get this in 2 colors. I got mine the all black version, since they didn't have the imitation wood version. Now, the imitation wood version, you know, wood. I'm a little congested today, I don't know why. So, first of all, I'm going to get to what's plastic on the gun, what is not. What is metal, what's plastic, what's metal. Okay, so your entire stock back here is plastic. Your upper receiver's plastic, your lower receiver's plastic. Your barrel handguard's plastic, along with your orange tip. Now, I'll comment on the plastic. It's not made of the best plastic, not the worst. It's somewhere in the middle, but to make up for it, they cut it real nice. It's not like the cheap crap. I mean, it's welded on really nice. And the good thing is, when it's welded on really nice, even with a cheap plastic, it will not crack or break. And I know this because I've smacked against the trees a couple times, dropped it on the ground, which you're not supposed to do, and it hasn't really broken or something. It just made, you know, I guess you can call them stains or marks on it, but that's really all. The only metal parts on this gun are the front sling mount, the back sling mount, your fire selectors, right there, your winder for your high cap, 1000 round, and some parts of the gearbox are metal. So that is its external construction. Now, I will get to what it is internally. So internally, it's not the best thing in the world. It's using a version 1 polymer and some pot metal gearbox. It's not the best thing in the world, and since this majority of it is polymer, this thing will eventually wear out on you. I will give it at least a year, at the most a year and a half. I've had this thing for a year, and it still works. but I don't shoot it constantly. But you know, with the plastic gearboxes, they're gonna wear down. Okay, when they wear down, they're impossible to fix. You're gonna have to get a new one. But internally, it's all right. It's despite the short lasting lifespan of the internal gearbox. It is pretty smooth shooting. Sounds nice. So yeah, so that's its internals. So I'm gonna teach you how to do some stuff with it. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention the trademarks on this gun. This gun does have trademarks. They're really nice. This is one of the reasons why I love this gun. Okay, so first you have this on the side. It says Auto Ordnance Corporation, Worcester, Massachusetts, United States of America, the greatest country in the world. And it also says really gay, made in China. On the other side, you have your let me try to get that. You have your Thompson submachine gun caliber 45 m1a1, and you have your custom production number. I'm assuming it's custom because I'm just assuming because custom numbers production numbers are supposed to be custom. You also have a gay warning sticker right there, which you can take off, which you probably will later. So what's this? Externals, internals. Now I'm gonna teach you how to do stuff with your Thompson. So unload the mag. Let's teach you how to put in your battery first. So actually, you know what? I'll just keep that in. Okay, so. Okay. Wait, no, never mind. Okay, see this button right here. What you're gonna want to do, you want to flip it up. Flip it up with your finger. That right here does not open. It's just for looks. So what you do then, it keeps on falling down for some reason. Just gotta keep it up. There we go. You pull that out, okay? Now then you have, you probably know what to do from right here, but I'll show you anyway. You have your battery, 8.4 volt, and then you just slide it in. It's a really small type battery, but it's 8.4. You just connect it, just slide it in. It's kind of weird just getting it back in. It's really weird. There we go. Now it's back in. Then you just slide it back on. Now, for your magazine release, right here, this is kind of weird to do, but it is pretty interesting. What you're gonna have to do, you have to reload two hands. Just get ready for that. As in all times, you have to reload two hands. What you're going to do, you're going to have to get it from like that angle. This thing right here, it's your magazine release. You have to slide that up. You just pull it out. It's kind of hard to do it from right here, but you just have to push it down like that, and your magazine will eventually fall out, and then put it back in. You have to push that up again, and you slide it back in. I don't really like it, but it does, make sure the magazine is fully in. And yeah, pretty much that's for reloading. You have a fire selector, really interesting. You have an old classical stick fire selector. So what you want to do, you have to switch it this way, make it on off safety, ready to fire, and right here, it's on semi-automatic, pointed towards the stock. It means one shot. When it's pointing towards the barrel, it's full auto. Now, you just switch them back, and easy as that. I like the fire selector. It's pretty nice. Nice feature to have on here. And you do have your charging handle, which I will comment on this. It will wobble after a couple, about a year of use. It does make a cool noise, though. You can lube up your internals that way, like your piston and crap. It's nice. That's what you mean by a polymer piston. It's that thing right there. That black thing. Your hop-up is located right here. I keep the same one because when it came in the package, it was already a good hop-up, so the hop-up was already good. And yeah, so, just point crap on her. So, just attach, sling on your sling mount. Now I'm going to show you how the magazine itself works. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to pour in BBs in this, let me guess, port right here. The BB port right here, okay. I got power right there, so don't mind that. So what we're gonna do. So you fill up with about 1,000 BBs. You're never gonna have to buy new magazines for this because this thing, it will just hold 1,000 BBs. It's going to be really nice. Plus I'll tell you later about the rate of fire, and that's why it's going to be useful with a 1,000 round drum mag. So you're not gonna be, it won't be a good idea to get new magazines because it's kind of pointless because you're not gonna run out with this 1,000 rounds. So what you're gonna do, you just need to close that. See this winder right here? You're gonna wind that until all the BBs fill up to the top, since it is a high cap. Hopefully you all know that. For stick mag, you have to wind it at the bottom, but luckily I got the drum mag. Well, it does come with a drum mag, first of all. So that is basically how you load your BBs. Now, let me see if I went through everything. Now, for performance of the gun, feet per second machine run at 340, which that's pretty good for CQB, I guess, because you're not want anything over like 400 for CQB. So I'm pretty sure most fields they won't even, even if it's a woodland field, they won't allow you for your gun. So 400 feet per second. So it does have a decent FPS to it. I'd say average FPS. Now, the rate of fire on this gun is shooting about 8-9 rounds per second. So it's pretty slow rate of fire. Not the best. I've seen worse, but not the best. And that's even with a fully charged 8.4 volt battery. The range on this gun will shoot around about 100 and 110 feet would be pushing it, and that's pretty average for including just because it's a $90 gun. Accuracy. This thing is actually just as accurate as my GGM4, but not nearly as accurate as my D-Boy Scar, because my D-Boy Scar is freaking awesome. It does have a Type bore in it, oddly. I mean, really, for the $90 gun, they included a Type bore. That's really weird. So that's performance-wise. Anything else you need to get to? It's pretty lightweight. Weighs about 2 pounds. Not heavy at all. Fuck, the shotgun weighs more. Anyways, I really like this gun. We're gonna come to my final conclusion here. For an airsoft AEG that you want to bring to a field, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you really want to, I don't really see a problem with it. Besides that, it is made of majority plastic. You don't want to be rough with it. Even though you can be a little rough with it, but not too rough. That's the same with every airsoft gun. You're rough. You use it, abuse it, it's going to break. But personally, I think I might bring this to an airsoft field, even though I do have better guns, and that's kind of silly to say. But if you own this gun, you'll see why. It just grows on you. Once it took it out of the box, I first thought it was crap, but then it grows on you. So, for a gun to bring to the field, I give it 6.8 out of 10. God damn it. So, my brother is knocking on the door, so, I'll have to get it in a second. That's scaring me. So, anyways, I give it 6.8 out of 10 for a gun to bring to the field. And for, a gun that's under $100, I gave it a 9 out of 10, because this is a good gun for under $90. So, anyways, it's been Full Tom again, and I hope you enjoyed this video, so please subscribe.